Breaking news. Currently fighting over the tribal chief post in the Bloodline on WWE are Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa. SmackDown concurrently a Hall of Famer for WWE thinks the Ula will finish up about still another great superstar's neck. The WWE, the legendary in issue, is none other than the final boss, The Rock, acknowledged, rules as the tribal chief upon his. Came back earlier this year, but WWE Hall of Famer Mark Henry believed that could shortly alter during Solo Sikoa. Brief to Tonga last Friday on SmackDown for whoever dons the Ula Fala. The other family members have to respect him, the strongest man on earth. Man regards the Bloodline's leadership emblem will wind up in the hands of the Rock. Talking on the Broken Open podcast, Henry asserted The Rock is the joyful person serving as the original tribal chief, thereby Sikoa increasing the worth of the Ula because he will come back claiming it. You are aware of the people praying and hoping for the triumph in the competing for the Ula more than everyone except Roman Reigns. The Rock he like will help you to grow. Develop it since it's going to come. Day Roman, where the tire is scheduled to meet the road. I'm going to have the eel surrounding my neck as I am the tribal head had earlier mentioned it that he was the company. Come on, Jonathan, but go beyond what I am. The champion. I am the company mentioned. From 40:35 to 41:25, the WWE Hall of Famer requests a Bloodline member T pilfers the Ula straight from Solo Roman Reigns and alone Sikoa contest for the WWE Hall of Famer. Mark Henry revealed his want to see Tonga pilfering the necklace from the self-designated tribe chief on the Crack Open podcast. The world's strongest man proposed an imagined situation in which Tonga would presumably wish to place, rather than the Ula around his neck, handing it to Sikoa. How about one day we see Titania preparing to lay the UFO on Solo, but then he pulls it and starts seeing it as though he will put it on himself. Then, a lone grab, he snaps at him from his shoulder and comes on. Men like, let us work, let us put even more juice for it. He remarked it would be fascinating to observe how the Bloodline storyline will forward and whether the Rock will return to defend the Ula. Personally, the WWE Universe has been humming with conjecture and fascination ever since the myth itself came to be. Paul Heyman unleashed a surprise at a most recent interview in an astonishing revelation. Heyman suggested the WWE tribe leader would not be Roman Reigns, sometimes known as Solo Sikoa, as many had expected. Instead, he proposed that the might be occupied by a huge star awaiting to fly from the sideline, ready to inherit the most reigns of all. Strong faction in WWE annals, the Bloodline. For more than 3 years, Roman Reigns has controlled WWE as the tribal chief, guiding the line of blood toward unheard of success. Using Paul Heyman on his side, Reigns has defeated all travelers bearing the Universal Championships with an iron grasp. Included his younger sibling just on Sikoa, just included into the dominance of the Bloodline. Supporters have theorized a lot that when Roman finally falls from grace, by alone would be the natural successor. But Heyman's latest remarks have reversed that presumption. On everyone's head believes they know how this narrative closes, with Heyman stating with mischievous smile, but the reality is the true chief of tribes has not even ventured into still the ring. The WWE Universe is about to see something they never would have seen, just as the world of wrestling dig huns. Mysterious language rumors have gone crazy who maybe assume the role of the tribal chief should not Reigns or Sikoa. The response, based on many insiders, reside in a star who has been chewing his time till the ideal moment to strike. None except the beautiful powerhouse, Braun Strowman, the situation for Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman, called the monster among men, has had followed a narrative career. WWE, towering at 6 feet 8 in height, Strowman weighing over 385 pounds, is a force. Of course, he has damaged some of the natural surroundings. Most well-known names in the company and maintain the worldwide championship, attesting to that. He fits right at the top of the WWE food range chain, but despite his outstanding credentials, Strowman has usually found himself on the fringes of the primary event scene, never completely recognizing his possibilities as demeanor of the business from which all could be about to vary. Paul Heyman, well known for his talent, to SP talent, and raise them to new, reportedly regards Strowman as the ideal individual to run the bloodline, entering a new age. Strowman's physical dominance mixed with Heyman's strategic mind can produce for an unbreakable power. Moreover, with Reign gradually moving to a part-time post, and Sikoa was still figuring his ground, the arrival of Strowman as the new tribal chief could give the fresh vitality to the family narrative line. The struggle with power within the lineage, there has always related family power, allegiance, yet it also has been about control. Roman Reigns has kept his domination based on respect and fear, guaranteeing that every member of the bloodline following his footsteps. But with Braun Strowman maybe filling the position of tribal chief, in dynamics inside the section would change greatly. Strowman's method of handling leadership would be very different. While Roman is deliberate, Reigns is a meticulous and manipulative. Strowman is a wrecking ball, blunt, aggressive, constant. This disparity in styles could lead to internal strife, particularly in considering Reigns still in the scene picture situation, because Roman currently assuming mentor function. Conflicts with Strowman over how should one lead the bloodline. The strain between the two would be tangible, with solo Sikoa capture in the middle, compelled to decide sides. This conflict for power could finish in an epic clash between Reigns and Strowman, alongside the victor really establishing their position as the stakes would be more for tribe chief than more than ever, not only for the worldwide championship, for the very soul of the bloodline. The Usos come back without talking about the lineages entire, without bringing up the Usos, Jimmy and Jay, who have been indispensable sections of the faction's victory following their spectacular fallback. With Roman Reigns early this year, the Usos have been following their own road, but the opportunity of them going back to the fold under a fresh tribe chief would modify everything. If Strowman does turn into the tribal chief, how would the Usos' responses would be that of pledging their loyalty among men, or the monster among? Would they object trying to preserve the bloodline in line with initial vision? The possibility for narrative here is great. The Usos, renowned for their deep family ties, could be ripped between paying respect to their relatives, Roman welcoming a fresh, more merciless leader, Strowman. This inner struggle could produce some of the most profoundly emotive, charged moments in WWE history as the Usos fight with their identity, allegiances. The mythology speaks. Paul Heyman's words have weight in the WWE Universe, and his supporting of Braun Strowman is the next tribal chief, having caused shocks across the sector, among which one finds more influence professionals in wrestling. Heyman's point of view is not one to follow mildly. He has directed the path so some of the best superstars. Brock Lesnar's history from Roman